I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. This is the most ugly base design I have ever done. Welcome to the Genetic Journey, episode 6. In the last episode, I did something that I regret. I am so sorry to the general and wider audience of this series. I had created the most awful base design I don't think I've ever seen in the entirety of Rimworld. Oh my god, who let me have free will? Jesus Christ, this is awful. Absolutely horrendous. It's so much that I'm just gonna get rid of it all. Like I just can't go through with it. What I'm gonna do instead is completely redesign it, because this was not a good idea at all. Like, I'm gonna leave the bedrooms that are currently up here. These two, I'm gonna leave them there because they're really built and, you know, just how it is. But otherwise, I'm gonna completely redesign it. I've been looking at some designs online and I've got an idea of what to do. But in order for me to do it, I need to deconstruct everything on the map, rip it all out, and I need a lot more materials. So what I need to actually do is get people to just be stone cutting all the time. So I'm immediately going to build another stone cutting table so we can triple our production. That is the plan for today's episode. You know, Kellogg's is still standing there from where we finished off last episode. He's still pretty, you know, upset about being stabbed and things like that, but otherwise he's very happy. The plan today then is going to be, I'm going to set up a temporary genetics lab with what materials we've got at the moment, and whilst we're waiting for the marble to be built up. And I'm just going to sort of build it down here, you know, nice and simple, nice and easy, very basic, very easy. It's going to go here, we're going to have our genetics lab here, and we're going to go from there. Once we finish the research for genetic duplication, then hopefully we can kind of like more or less start on all of the genetic things, I hope. This is going to be all new to me, so hopefully it goes well. We also need to work on our power situation, because power is a little bit sticky at the moment. We've got no batteries, we only have wood-fired generators. And we don't even have chem fuel production or anything like that, so we can't even make any chem fuel. So let's get into things today and see how we get on. Right, I've set up a sort of temporary genetics lab. It's pretty shit, and I am well aware it's not quite in line, which does definitely upset me, but I'm also well aware that it's only temporary, so I'm going to leave it for the time being. The gene bank's in the middle, gene assembler, and we have 4 gene extractors. I think that's probably slightly too many. But hey, I'm new to this. We're going to see how it goes, and we're going to work on this together. Oh, a quagmire nest is expanding into a nearby cave. Oh, no, not there. Oh, no. Quagmire are a fantastic little mechanic we've got as part of one of our mods. They are pretty much completely harmless. Like, they won't do anything to harm us or anything, as long as we don't upset them. But I don't want them here, because we're actually, like, expanding this area and getting rid of it so I can build the new base. So as long as we don't upset them, we're okay. And an infestation as well. I mean, like, who could have made it up that as soon as I start opening up this cave here, we'd get an infestation? Hopefully, oh, they're in my freezer. That's really not where I wanted them. Kellogg's? Can Kellogg's do this by himself? Maybe, to be fair. To be fair, I'm fairly confident that Kellogg's might actually be able to single-handedly do this. Otherwise, I'll just grab everybody to sort of like come and help him, I guess. And then hopefully Kellogg's doesn't die. There, they're all done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, Kellogg's, how are you? Death in 4 hours. Could be better, could be better. Adam's gained another Psylink. Perfect. On the Technomancer tree, we've now got Haywire. Designates an area to experience psychic interference, effectively scrambling electronic systems. So, I mean, I guess it's basically just an EMP. Only 4 more levels till we can get the reverse engineer tool. That's going to be so helpful. And we can now begin the Coalescent Festival, which, I mean, pretty much just is a thing we can do once a year. The Coalescent Festival, it's a dance party, basically. Apparently the light... Okay, we ran out of power. Sick. Pure vibes, basically. And an unforgettable Coalescent Festival. Wow. That's what we like. And we got a strange drop pod. The air rolls with an unmistakable sound of a drop pod during re-entry. Scanners detect life sounds inside, but they're really weird life sounds, as if the scanner couldn't tell whether it is animal or plant life. Okay, well, let's... Generating a terraforming life form. Let's see what it pops out. Let's just see. And genetic duplication is complete. Next, we're going to grab ourselves death rests. So the genetic duplication, what do we do with that? Do we just chuck it? We just chuck it down here. And what does it do? A specialized extraction module that is equipped to extract the genomes from a subject's corpse. Nice. The material is converted into a supermixture that is condensed into an extremely complex genome. It looks like it's for animals though, so that's no worries, that's no worries. We are going to be looking into animal genetics as well this series. Oh, there's some of the hostile creatures that pop out. It's a cactipine. Right, I mean, that's kind of inconvenient and not what I want to have to deal with, but if you just get that thing deconstructed ASAP, then I won't have to deal with any more of those. A psychic drone medium male, that's not ideal. Watson has already reached level 20 in plants. How long have we had him? A couple of episodes? He's a menace. He's an absolute menace. Already 12 in pruning as well. He's gonna be this overpowered plant man you've ever seen. Death Rest is complete. And next, oh no. Oh no. You've got machining or microelectronics. Both these will obviously lead to bigger and better things. I think I'm going to go for machining just so I can try grab the prosthetics table so we can try give Adam some better things. Rosette is pregnant. Oh, well, now this is interesting. This is interesting. So genetically, Adam is obviously useless. You can't, he's literally useless. But Rosette genetically is nothing. So I assume the child will inherit some of these genes, but not all of them. That's interesting. This is going to be really strange to see what happens. And what sort of monstrosity they create. With the mods that we've got, we were able to build a prototype prosthetics table. Now, I'm pretty sure if we build this, it will increase our research in this, but it would just reduces the chance of actually being able to build it. If we can get this up and running, we can kind of look and see if we can give Adam some upgrades already. Maybe start working towards a hospital as such. Most importantly, we still need to get more marble so I can actually plan out the proper base. And there we are. Our machining table is unfortunately broken because we just don't have the research for it. Okay, so I've finally been able to sell on a design for the new base. So what it's going to be is going to be as closely as I can within Rimworld, up to my ability. It's going to be the Helix of the DNA. I know at the moment it just looks like an hourglass, right? But unfortunately within Rimworld I can't do I personally cannot do effective layers. So what we're going to have is throughout the base going along is going to be having all these different helixes within quotation in which we'll have everything split out in between it and everything and have all these different rooms. That's what we're going to go for. I don't know if it's going to accurately work. I don't know if it's going to look... I don't know if it's going to look insane. I don't know if it's going to look incredible. I don't know how it's going to look. But that's the best that I can do at the moment. It's better than just having a load of weird circles anyway. Actually, hold on. Now that I've connected some together, it does actually look a lot better, to be fair. Significantly better. That definitely looks like a helix. So now we have a base design sorted and down and kind of in progress. What we're going to put in these rooms, they're very awkwardly shaped rooms, which I mean, what I'll probably do is split the rooms up into their individual sort of things rather than have actually, let's do that right now. We're going to make them slightly more large. They're going to be larger rooms that we can put more in. So what we can do is maybe have this center one as our main area. Have a kitchen off to the middle maybe. Or we could have a storeroom here as it's connect closest to the stone cutting area. That would also work as well. We could even just get rid of the doors there and have that as a straight corridor. That would probably look even better. So it's all connected up together and having all these different areas and stuff. There, storeroom there. Then we could have an eating room. There's a lot of different things I need to think about with how I'm going to make this base. It's going to be very complicated. And I don't do complicated in Rimworld. The next one on the list, I guess, is going to be removing our temporary in quotations, genetics area that I never actually did. Just so we can build some more of the area. I'm going to deconstruct as well the bedrooms that we made previously, seeing as I'm not actually going to be using them. Kind of a rip really, because I did put a lot of time into making those, but this is going to be so much better, I can already tell. And what we can do is have multiple different layers of the DNA, because obviously DNA isn't just one individual helix, it's lots of different helixes, I think. I'm not a scientist, I play Rimworld. So if you have lots of different DNA going along and maybe have different sized DNAs and different various looking DNAs, maybe you have a set of 4, then another set of 4 and another set of 4, all different sort of things with all different jobs perhaps. Galactic Chogo started a social fight with Kellogg's. I'll kick your sorry ass, you wretched son of a tart. Galactic Chogo, you have chosen the wrong person to beef with. Yeah, let me just start a fight with the pig man that has a halberd as his weapon. Yeah, let's just do that. What a smart decision. Machining is complete. What a big research to pick up. It allows us to do so many more things. And next we're going to grab ourselves a wonderful musical harp. How exciting. So, now that we actually have prosthetics, do we have any prosthetics researched? No, we do not. But what we do have is a machining table. The machining table is going to be massive for us. It'll just allow everybody to kind of like do better, be better, allow us to open up into so many different more things, which is perfect. So now that we've actually started building the Helixians that we've got going across, I'm actually quite happy with the way it looks. I think it's going to look pretty cool as it just like stretches all the way across, and then we can have like things out the front. What are we going to start putting in them? First thing first, we need to just like move things away from here and then rebuild them. And I think the first priority is going to be a crafting and building area. So I think, where are we going to put it? Where is the best place to put it? I'd quite like to have a stockpile area here, but I think I could mix the two and make them the same sort of place, I think. So if I just reinstall everything that I've built and kind of put it in here, that would probably be perfect, I'd say. There we go, got it all planned out now. Let's see how quickly it takes for them to build it. We've now officially cleared out the mountain that we had next to us at the side of the base. It allows us to have so much more space. It's fantastic. Tribal Apenes are taking a wounded guest. Are they still here? Well, we only have one left here now. The other one's gone. We have kindness. We're not going to be very kind to you, kindness. Construction 9. Interesting. At the moment, I could really do with you with that, because at the moment we're doing a lot of building projects. But in the long run, you're pretty useless otherwise. So we'll leave you for the time being, kindness. I'll be kind to you. So we've got the next room here sorted out as well. What should I put in this room here? So if we've got crafting here, it's crafting and storage. We could then have maybe a kitchen area through the middle, maybe? That could work. A kitchen and freezer? How would we do that? Because obviously we need to keep everything cool. What we could do, which is pretty radical, honestly, I could split it off like this. Okay, hear me out. So we have one side for like raw animals that we need to butcher, one side for the raw food, and then we just have this side open for like butchering and cooking, and then use sterile tiles where we can get them to like layer the floor. So it's not like, it's like an open planned kitchen, very bougie and all that. It won't initially probably do very well until we can get like sterile tiles and people dedicated to cleaning, but it'll probably be good enough for the time being, I'd imagine. Next, we need an eating area, and I guess it only then makes sense to have this area here for eating, which I could also use as a recreation room and use wooden floor all over it. And this will be where everybody eats and where they just kind of like do recreation stuff and hang out, I think. So that's 3 rooms planned out, and I guess then we have bedrooms. I think what we'll do is put bedrooms just hit where they are now and make them a little bit more like better looking, increase the size of them a little bit. And then we'll have the genetics lab. I think I'll put the genetics lab in here and just have this entire section dedicated to it. Actually, an even better idea would be to get rid of all of this and have this as like a dedicated research area instead. So then we can put all the other linkables together and make it like nice and big. That would make far more sense, and then people can sort of like all be within the same building, and then we have all of our genetics thing like separately. Oh my god, Kellogg's, what have you done? He's put on armor for a normal sized person. Oh my god, I forgot I was making these. I've been making some light steel plate armor just to give people some more things, and now Kellogg's has it. He's a nudist though. Why is he wearing it? Yeah, he's a nudist. Why are you wearing it? He's not upset by it. The Kellogg's, you now look even more insane. Like, I didn't think a man could look more scary, but he's managed to do it somehow. Ooh, we can't actually inspect the baby genes that Rosaire and Adam are going to have. I think I'm going to avoid doing that. I want surprise. I want to know if it's going to be somebody totally useless or not. That's what's going to be the most interesting, is whether or not it is. Update on the Chlora Dryads. We now have our 4th one nearly on the go. 4 out of 4 Dryads. We're nearly there. Tortoise self-tamed. Hello, friend. Right, I think we're going to call it here with worker Amelia tired from how much work I forced her through. We're going to call it there as a progressive episode in terms of what we're actually going to be able to achieve next episode. We're actually going to be able to do a lot more. At the moment, we're being held back by research and power, which is no problem. It's something that we can go for very soon. Otherwise, big episode for actually progressing the base and coming together to get things prepared to just do lots of stuff into genetics. Once the base is complete and we can start getting our people more equipped, we can start beefing with more and more factions and take more and more people for our own experiments. Technology, I knew that was going to be a big thing this series, is what's potentially going to hold us back, and you know what, we're going to start blasting through it once our base is fully set up and we can get everything automated and efficient. So if you have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed seeing Commander Leader Amelia leading the charge and helping us everyone build, consider liking, subscribing, and maybe tell your mum about it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.